And do you know there's actually smiley faces on the in the pit wall? Like somebody spray painted them on.
That's awesome.
That's pretty neat. Never thought that would see that. That's pretty cool. I believe qualifying is over. Joe Burchett looking like he's going to get his first pole of the season, I do believe. Then it will be Jesse Gavey, Justin Krasinski, Kyle Charpentier, Joshua Banks, Tyler Cox, Christopher Matthews, Mike Bruno. A couple of other guys did put down laps. Landon Lacey, John Kelly, Craig Learman, Jason Gibser. I think William Kruska also put in a lap. However, looks like they all may have scraped the wall and did not finish their lap. So we'll be getting ready to go. Racing here once again. Just a minute, man, my L is really bugging out right now. Sorry guys, I'm just popping this up. It's having a little bit of connection issues, stuff going on. I think it's gonna be okay. I'm pretty sure.
Sorry,
As
everyone.
we wait for the advance, I'm sorry.
I was just saying, sorry, everyone. I'm still fixing some issues in my. There we go.
He's having trouble as well, man. See, it ain't just me.
Yeah, this has been ridiculous.
Yeah, it really is. We're about to advance the session here, so we're getting a little bit earlier start than normal. This race is 150 laps around this 1 mile track. It won't take long. I can promise you this is a very short race, probably about an hour depending on cautions, which we're going to have plenty of. I expect again. Last week when we was at, where was we last week? Martinsville. Pure Caution Fest.
Alright, guys,
then the week before that, it was Darlington. We had some good racing at Darlington, but it was still pretty much a Caution Fest. We're hoping to end that again because this league is better than what they actually practiced or what they raced the last couple of weeks. So I'm hoping that, you know, it fixes itself. I hope so.
Oh, yeah.
About to advance. Just got a message from Joe. With that, we'll take, no, we're not going to take a break. I was going to go take a break, but never mind. I got to get me something to drink, but I'll just wait. Once again, I want to apologize for anybody that's out there watching, and we do have any types of connection issues. I can't fix it in the middle of a race, and I'm not going to restart in the middle of a race. So it was working fine an hour ago, but
you can also head on over to youtube.com/Sinister Gaming Dev, I believe it is. But the main stream is still on twitch.com/ what is it, Centerforce TV?
the main stream's on youtube.com/Centerforce TV.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot we made a switch.
Yeah, we was on Twitch at one time. Let everybody know, Mike Bruno currently your points leader, Joe Burchett, Kyle Charpentier, Tyler Cox, Dawson Cook, your current top 5 in the standings. I believe for the most part, them guys should be locked in, depending on what happens, you know, here tonight. But I think for the most part, they're okay. We are gridding, by the way. So we'll take a look here at our grid. Run down real fast. Joe Burchett does start on that pole. Jesse Gavey will start alongside him in that row number 1. Row number 2, we got Justin Krasinski, Kyle Charpentier. I feel like this race kind of fits into Justin and Kyle's magnitude of how well they race, since it's kind of like Darlington almost. Well, the same size anyway. Joshua Banks qualifies in 5th. Tyler Cox will start in row number 3. Christopher Matthews, row number 4, alongside Mike Bruno. Scott McClinton in at 22 will start in 9th. Dawson Cook will roll off in 10th. Robert Land, keep your eye on him in that number 14 car, will start in 11th. William Kruska in 12th. Adam Meyer will start 13th. David Phillips starts 14th. Landon Lacey starts 15th. Derek Pemberton starts alongside him in row number 8. Row number 9, we got Jason Gibser and apparently Adam Chapman. Brian Long will start in 18th. Braden Hill, if he races, I'm not sure. As the rest of the field goes by, you can see. Whew, alright, we're about to get this race going.
Oh, that is so bizarre.
So, I do want to mention real fast that Joe Burchett did win the SwampDust.com Pole Award, which is kind of funny because he drives the Swamp Dust car. He's not out on track at the moment, so once he grids in, we'll make sure we get a shot of his car as well.
Yeah, this is so bizarre. I'm sitting in the pit lanes and I'm only getting 18 FPS. This is so bizarre.
I'm telling you, something's going on with iRacing.
I don't know if it's just me, because I had actually gotten into my car real quick just to see, and my FPS is up to 85.
Weird.
Yeah.
There's Joe Burchett out on the grid. You can see him in that Swamp Dust car with that Living Aquarium stripe across the banner. Then you got the Living Aquarium paint scheme starting right beside it. So it's kind of funny because two of our sponsors for the league are starting 1 and 2. That's pretty funny. We are rolling. Who's your pick to win here, Hal?
You know, I'm always shouting for John Kelly because I would like to see him win one. He has come a very long ways, and I would like to see him at least finish in top 10 or even on the lead lap at some point. Even though it's probably not on his side, I will go with him.
I'm going to go with Landon Lacey to get to victory tonight, and starting in 10th right now. Actually, is that
12? What are you doing?
I think he is 10th. Is he 10th? I believe so.
You know, I'm hoping that John Kelly just surprises us all this time around.
Well, what are you doing?
Never know. Landon Lacey starts 15th right now. Pace car is in. We're about to get this race going. 150 laps on tap here for the Pepsi 150, and the green flag maybe coming out. Flag's in the air here at Dover International Speedway. Through turn number 1, they're battling for position. Dustin Krasinski takes away that second spot from Jesse Gavey. Jesse falling back to that 3rd position. And now Joe Burchett loses the lead to Justin out of turn number 4. Here we got a big group of cars here. Oh, that 99 really dove it down there in front of that 14 of Robert Land, alongside that 24 of Landon Lacey. And there's driving a nice paint scheme tonight, driving that old Jeff Gordon paint scheme he ran back at Homestead last year. We'll work on it though. If I can't figure it out, I'll fix it. But in the meantime, we'll just have to deal with it for now. I think I might have actually found it.
So what's going on?
My sound was too high on the stream.
Oh man. So we still have Justin Krasinski still sitting in first right now. 97 of Joe Burchett sitting tight right up behind him. He's only 1/10 of a second behind him. Was that Joe Banks?
Joshua Banks, yeah.
Joshua Banks. I can still call him Joe. I mean, it still works.
He got a lot of damage already. Yeah, that's true. You can't call him out. He's got a lot of damage to that right front fender. May have gotten the wall just a little bit a couple laps ago. But he'll be okay, I think. 2 fast repairs are on tap here tonight, by the way. Here's a good battle right here with, who is that? Mike Bruno and Kyle Charpentier running side by side. Oh, almost got it, almost contact maybe between 99 and a 003 of Charpentier, who, by the way, I have not finished his paint yet. I'm almost done. 99 now going to cross over, looking back to the inside, and not going to be able to get there. I will say that, guys, for anybody wanting to know, these guys run 45% fuel, so it's not very long. And 78.
Oh, we got a wreck. Crabber shopper into the back of Landon. Is that Landon or Robert?
That is Landon. That was Jesse. But Jesse sitting on in the. But he may have to get a tow. He's going to get back going. I don't know what happened here. Kyle may have made contact with him, or he just lost it. He may have lost it coming out of the corner.
Yeah, it definitely looks like Kyle.
He lost it.
Jesse lost it, putting Kyle into him.
Yep, so the 78 is going to be at the back anyway. So that's going to bring out a caution, first caution of the night. These guys are going to come to pit road and take 4 fresh tires, I'm sure. That was a 9-lap run, so it wasn't too bad. I was actually surprised we didn't have one earlier than that. Hal, I'm going to message you something so we can keep up with it in the thing.
Alright. I'm glad not only Kyle Charpentier had actually got caught up in that.
Yeah, it could have been a lot bigger than what it was.
Yeah.
They are on pit road. Landon Lacey decides to stay out.
F-Wade.
And We'll see if that works out or
God
not.
damn it,
I
Mike Bruno
don't
read
know.
my
He may
mind.
just be staying out at least a lap or so. It looks like a couple people
I
actually
didn't even
stayed
think
out, I
about it until
believe.
the last
Mike
second.
Bruno stayed out,
So
leads
why
the
not?
lap. Landon Lacey stayed out. And looks like Adam Meyer, I believe, may have stayed out as well.
Like
Anyway,
it matters for me though. 'Cause I'm
pit
rallying
road
race
right
every week.
now. See Joe Burchett right there in front of you in that swamp dust. Toyota Camry. Jesse gave you about to pull in behind him, take his fast repair as well. See Jesse coming into the pits. Done and away, and it is the Ford that wins the race all pit road. 97, 64, 18, 22. Kyle Charpentier, Christopher Matthews, McClendon, the 32, the 19, 14, 41, the 08, the 27, the 17, the 81 of Derek Pemberton, Craig Learman, Jesse Gavey, Curtis Martin, John Kelly,
place you
and
and
then
Landon in the
Adam John Kelly comes out. Yep. All right,
To be
so with
completely
that,
honest,
guys,
I have
I'm
no
not going
idea.
to take a
I've
break.
ran
I'm
like
just going to
2
run and grab me
races
something
this
to drink.
season.
I'm going to keep the stream up right here. I just got to get me something to drink. So
so
just
far.
Hal, start babbling about something.
Sounds really good. Right now, I'm still looking at a replay of Jesse Gavey after his bad self spin and Kyle Charpentier getting into the back. I'm glad that only one driver had gotten into him. Still a shame though. It's never a good thing. Well, as we get back here to the actual live race, the Mike Bruno sitting in first, Landon's behind him, Justin Krasinski, Joe Burchett, Tyler Cox in fifth, Dawson Cook sixth, Scott McLennan in seventh, Kyle Charpentier in eighth, Christopher Matthews in ninth, and William Kruska in 10th. That's our top 10. Right now, it looks like Mike Bruno's putting out a fast lap of 23.358, but Justin Krasinski with the 23.106. Looks like Justin Krasinski has the fastest lap right now with that 23.106.
Yeah, he's looking really fast right now. At 4 is of Krasinski.
Yeah, he's gonna be dangerous this race as long as he keeps it stable. Yeah, I got to know Justin a little bit yesterday. He's actually a really good oval driver. He seems to really know the car and how it feels, and has a really good instinct about how the car is going to be doing stuff as it's doing stuff.
Right.
So he's definitely going to be someone who's dangerous.
You know, I got to give him credit for one thing. A couple weeks ago at Darlington, he was dominant at Darlington, let's be honest. He ran really well. But he actually worked with John Kelly and got John Kelly about a second faster. He worked with him almost the entire
Jesse,
practice.
if you're right behind me, I'm going to let you go.
That is
a little bit
that is
slow.
really respectful.
I think
He really helped me out with Atlanta. 'Cause as you know, I struggled with Atlanta.
Just a reminder, be careful.
And
especially the people
he
who are
did. He
inside.
really helped me out. He's a really good guy. And glad to see him in our league.
Yeah, I think him and his entire team is really all good guys. Curtis Martin is also a really nice guy. I've talked to him a lot. Brian Long's another good guy. So, and they came over. You can see them race at IRA. Justin actually raced Friday for IRA. He is an advocate who raced.
Well, the pace car is in. We're on Mike Bruno with a nice jump there.
I want to say Justin actually dominated the road course on Friday for the IRA league. Led every lap.
Wow. That's pretty good to be able to handle both road and oval in these cars.
Yeah, there's only one other person in this league that I know that could really do that really well, and that's Joe Burchett.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know, there is some exceptions. I mean, Tyler Cox is good as well, but, you know, I think when it comes to driving every type of car, I think Joe is probably the best at it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Almost contact right there with Joe Burchett and Landon Lacey. And Joe's looking to take that third spot away from Landon to that inside. Tyler Cox also getting contact with that 64 of Dawson Cook. Dawson did a really good job of laying off of Tyler right there. Tyler, the only winner this year that has won multiple races. Every other race we've had has been more than one race.
Go ahead, Joe.
Or we've had multiple winners, should I say. this season, and Tyler Cox is the only one that has won more than one race. Tyler's won at Darlington and then won at Martinsville. So he's won 2 races this year. Actually, he's won 3 races this year because I forgot he won back at Auto Club. So he's looking to try to get another 4th win, which would guarantee him a place in the chase. I mean, honestly, a lot of these guys have a good race or a good chance to be in the chase after tonight. The biggest race we're really watching, that I'm watching, is with Derek Pemberton and Scott McClendon. Derek's currently 10th in points. Jesse's another one. 9th in points. Scott McClendon right now, if he finishes ahead of him, does have a chance to jump Jesse. He's only 2 points behind Derek. I'm sorry. Got a chance to jump Derek, and Derek right now running 15th when McClendon's already up to 7th. So right now, if it was the end right now, McClendon would actually jump Derek in the points and knock Derek out of the chase. So we'll continue watching that throughout the night and see what happens. I mean, I don't want to, Eric, if you're listening, I'm not trying to get y'all nervous or anything like that by any means, but, you know, if you are, it also lets you know where he's running.
That's good. Yeah, he should stay informed anyways.
Yeah, I think, you know, I think he knows who he's racing. And Scott McClendon the last few weeks, man, I'm going to be honest, MT picked him up at the very start of last week's race. They got it at the last second. They picked up a great driver. Scott McClendon has not really shown. He's shown flashes, but he has not shown that he can be consistent in the race. Caution's out.
Caution's out. I wonder.
Yes, was that on you or was that on me there?
17's involved, 27 also involved.
Yeah, you just
that is Chuck Phillips and Jeff Newport.
Sorry, Justin, I was going to give it to you.
It looks like the 27 may have blown up as well. This actually happened on the front stretch, it looks like. Oh, the 81 got up in the wall.
That would have been my bad.
Was the 81 that caused it, or?
No, man.
No, actually, the 17 just got, no, it was the 27 actually caused it. He got into the wall by himself, and actually he was going straight, and then Jeff got into the back of him. Me personally on that, for people that don't know how is our control as well, for people, how personally, I wouldn't give nobody no black flag for that. I think the 27 is hurt from that. I think it could have been his fault, could have been the 17, because I think the 17 could have avoided it. But me personally, I don't think anybody deserved a penalty for that one. That's just my opinion from what I'm seeing from, you know, right now. I'm going to put a blimp cam.
Yeah, the
Actually, you know what?
Hey Bruno, don't forget you can't change.
Yeah, the 27 had a looks like he would have had a self spin down into the wall and then came back up. Yeah. Taking 17 with him.
So that's going to bring some guys to pit road. We're getting about 10 lap runs here. So if that's the case, we're going to have 12, or we're going to have 15 cautions if we can only get 10 lap runs. But Jeff Newport coming out, he just took his fast repair. He's down and away. But we did have a couple guys stay out. Krasinski stayed out, Burchett stayed out, William Kruska also stayed out, and John Kelly looks like he may have stayed out. Jesse Gavey pulls into his pits, down and away, and here 99 is going to win the race off pit road with ease, followed by the 18, 64, 24, 22. And it's going to be Kyle Charpentier, Christopher Matthews, Robert Land, the 32, the 19 of David Phillips, 78, 41, 08. Looks like the 42, 06, and 81.
17,
well, that's tough to read when they go by.
Yeah, it's a good thing these guys still have their fast repairs. What do they got, 2?
Mm-hmm.
So that'll leave one left for 17 and one left for, what was it, 27? 21?
Yeah, 27, yeah. Yeah, and Joe Burchett now coming to pit road. He's coming to pit road late. The 04 following him as well.
So is this,
strategy played out. Do what?
I was going to say, so what is the track temp today? Is 99?
It's right at 100.
There is. Oh, it's hot, but it's not like excruciatingly hot.
Yeah, this right here is kind of what you want. Really, to be honest, at Darlington or Dover, you kind of want to slide around. You don't want the track to be cold, because if so, with these cars, they'll get tight so quick. Kind of want the track to be a little bit slick so you can actually swing the car into the turn. And it kind of feels like the back end's going to kick out when you do that. And in some cases it does. I mean, you see the 27, for example. But me personally, I like Darlington or Dover to be hot more than I do cool. I don't want it to be cloudy. I don't want it to be 70-degree track temps. I want it to be hot.
Yeah. Well, it is partly cloudy today.
Yeah.
With a 14% humidity. Now, I personally still don't fully understand what humidity does to iRacing.
Yeah, I don't either.
But
does it really affect these cars? I mean,
you know, it's. I don't know. You know,
Yeah, I don't know either.
You know, I will actually. Why not? Let's do this. While we're waiting for the pits,
You know I got peanut.
I will actually look up humidity and
See what it does.
so everyone. And while we're doing that, anyways, Justin Krasinski. I can't even say his damn name right now.
Man. You kind of scare me a little
Sitting in first, William Kruzka. Now, who does what team does William Kruzka belong to?
He is with Evolution Motorsports.
Oh, all right. So that both he and William are teammates.
Yeah, and the funny thing is,
I'm not gonna hit
this
you,
is
man,
kind of
don't
funny.
worry.
William Kruzka is actually the admin
Damn boy, he's just getting a little close.
for the main race. He's the league owner of IRA. Justin
Yeah, I was
Krasinski
just
is actually his
rolling
admin for
when I
IRA.
was wandering
All right.
but in your cars
It's
right
kind of
there.
funny.
Nice.
Landon's
always good.
working his way up, by the way, up to 5th. I knew Landon would be good here. I watched him race here last season during the official races. I actually spotted for him and the B-class cars, and he was super fast here. So I'm not surprised to see that 24 fast here. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see him get up there and actually have a chance to run for the lead.
So I'm glad that both those guys that were involved in that in the cause of the caution were able to drive their cars to the pits because they're not going to be down any laps. Actually, it does actually look like Jeff Newport is down a lap.
Yeah, he is down lap. He actually got lapped 1 lap before this, I think.
All right, man.
Kyle Charpentier, though, seems to be quite all right. Pace car's in and we're going.
Yep, we're back to green flag racing here at Dover International Speedway. I know a lot of people wonder where Delaney Dunn is. She is not in this race. She's taking some time off from the league. Hopefully be back here soon. He is getting a provisional for this race. Also, Tyler Justice is not in this race. He actually went to the Atlanta Cup race today, but he was not able to make it back in time, and he will also be receiving a provisional. But for people that don't understand provisionals on how it works, you only get the minimum amount of points that is eligible for this race. There's 23 eligible drivers in this race. So, yeah, you're not going to get a ton of points for this. So we'll see.
Mike Bruno's still looking on the inside, hoping to get a draft buddy here.
Whoever I hit.
Tyler Cox has already taken the position from him.
Landon Lacey right there behind him is looking to try to do the same.
Take it up.
There's a good battle right here between the 32 of Joshua Banks and Jesse Gavey.
There might be a cone in the middle of the track.
Jesse was running that high side.
Let's take a look at Adam Meyer. I did hear something about him saying something checking up. Nice battle between him and the 42.
Yeah, it is. I do want to mention real fast that and how
Should they're not up for position.
This is a concrete track, and you can vouch for this as well. This is a concrete track. To me, I've noticed some of the best Centerforce racing championships have been ran on concrete. Bristol was really fun last season. We haven't ran Bristol yet, but I've noticed myself. I think concrete tracks really suit this. All the driver style in here.
Yeah, absolutely. Whoa. 18 to Tyler Cox taps William Kruzka just a little bit, nearly taking him out. Good thing the 88 caught himself. It's going to cost him a couple of spots.
I want to mention real fast that Joe Bichette, as Tyler Cox would look for the lead, he's not going to get it yet. Tyler and Justin will race really clean with each other. They actually raced each other at Darlington a couple weeks ago, so they should race each other pretty clean. But anyway, Joe Bichette's got a lot of damage on that right front. I just want to mention that. I don't know what happened, but he is up to 16th now. He did come down pit road, which was kind of weird that he came down pit road. Tyler Cox looking to the inside of Krasinski. Tyler Cox looking to try to get his 4th win of the season. However, he's bringing along last year's champion, Mike Bruno.
Justin's not going to give it up that easily.
No, Justin's going to fight him here, I think, for this lead. So, and Tyler's not able to clear him. So Justin goes back to the lead. Nice run there from that 4 car. Yeah, our top 4 are really close together, and honestly, Kruzka's not far behind as well.
Like Bruno looking on the inside, but he's not going to have the momentum to do that.
We can talk a little bit about this, Hal, and we usually talk about. I was going to bring it up tomorrow during our podcast when we do it. The 64 of Dawson Cook hasn't had the year he's that we've seen him have.
It's quite unfortunate. He's
good at points.
Yeah, he's really good driver. I just think he's been in very unfortunate positions. Tyler Clark just took first from Justin Krasinski with a nice clean pass.
Oh, the 99.
Mike Bruno got into the back. Justin losing it and
Nice save.
catch. Nice, very nice save.
Sorry.
Wow.
Woo. That was an awesome save.
Good save.
Justin has already got the Save of the Year award. It was Kyle Charpentier, but last week, I think it was last week or the week before at Darlington. It was week at Darlington. Justin had an amazing save, man. And I mean, after that, you know, it was close. But here comes the 003, putting a bumper to the floor, moving him up the track just a little bit, trying to get a run. Dawson Cook hit the wall as well.
Oh, 22 got a little squirrely.
Did he hit the wall? It looks like he just scraped it. Looks like he's going to be okay. Tires could be playing an issue here with some of these guys.
It just scraped it. He's going to lose a couple of spots here. 78 taking another position from him.
You know, Jesse's another one, man. Jesse's a really good driver. You can see his car's bit up a
I got
little
loose
bit.
there, man.
Oh, we got Spin. Who is that? Oh, back up the track. 64 involved. That's going to bring out a caution.
Sorry if I think I
That
think
was
you
a
were in
big
there far
wreck.
enough, but I thought
David
I think
Phillips, I
that was
believe.
my bad.
Lost it coming.
Yeah, you just came down on me. My left sides are on the apron.
We'll see what happens here. He was actually by himself.
That's my bad. I never got Carlo. My bad.
Coming off turn
Oh,
4.
Dawson Cook actually got into the back of Bruno. Clipped by the 19, so the 64 is the cause of that. 14 also got caught up. 41 also got caught up. That was a
my
big
apologies,
wreck.
man. My
Yeah, that was our
my car
biggest
just
wreck.
touched your
Joe
front.
was
I think
also
it pushed
involved.
your front into the wall, and
Big wreck.
that's what got you out of control.
See that
there.
from the
My
blip
bad.
here.
Yeah, for people that's wondering, Hal's also broadcasted as well. He's broadcast from a secondary channel, so when he says blimp, I'm not looking at
Well, that was chaotic.
I'm looking in the cockpit on Joe Burchett's car. You can ride along with him as well.
It's telling me to let the 04 car
Joe
by,
just get
and
clipped
he's
in
in
the
front
rear.
of me.
He ain't got much damage, but I will say that 14 of Robert Land with a ton of damage on the back of his car. So that's going to be a penalty on the 64, I do believe.
Yes, it would be. He initially got into the back end of what was it, the 19, I think it was.
19, yeah. And just so people know, the reason why we keep saying penalties and stuff like that, because if you have 2 penalties, your or 2 black flags. Black flag is at EOL. The second one is a 1 lap penalty, and the third is a part for the race. So we're keeping up with them. And how, if you want to know it, I'm also putting them in the TeamSpeak as well, just so we can keep up with them.
Yeah, I like that idea. That's really helpful.
It makes it a lot easier. So we can actually keep up with it. But I will say, Scott McClendon actually stayed out
me
and
let the
took the
04
lead.
by.
He's going to lead
I
at least
did. And once I let
1
the 04
lap.
by,
So
I
that's
said
going to
let the 04
give
by
his team,
again.
MT Motorsports, a little bit of a boost here. Actually, I believe Mike Bruno has led a lap.
Damn, 24. That was crazy.
So that's going to help him with the team standings.
really
I
wish
will
you
say the
would've
team
come up
standings
on
are
the
really
track like
close
that,
right
but
now.
it's cool.
MT barely leading my team, I might add. Now we actually closed the gap up a little bit.
No,
It
I
looks
did
like
not.
John Kelly also stayed out. The 08 is
Yeah,
out
looks
there
like
as
you got
well.
some
Brian
heavy
Long
damage
6
from
laps
that, Robert.
down.
That
08's
sucks.
going to pit though. I think Brian Long actually disconnected at the start of the race. That's why he's disconnected at the start of the race. I think that's why he was so far back.
Okay, yep, it just got me for passing the
I'm
pace
not
car.
a huge fan of this move from the 22 staying out. He's got damage. I'm
speeding
not a
in the
fan of
pits
the
and had to let
04
people
staying
go
out.
and didn't
I
expect
think I would
cars to
come
be
to
going
pit
full
road. I
speed
think
under
it's
caution.
too early to stay out and gamble on anything.
Better question.
I mean, that was a
Why did you pull
decent
right out
run we
under
just
track?
had. That was about 15 or 16 laps, I
It wouldn't have
think,
mattered if
give
you
or
just
take.
stayed on the
It may have
inside,
been a little
but like
bit
I
more
said,
than that.
Not mad. It just sucks.
Yeah, it was 16 laps. So, you know, personally, I think you really
So
got
I have to serve this penalty
know
for
when to stay
passing the
out and
pace
when
car?
not. And I don't think that was the time to stay out. With that said, it does what it does do is help Scott McClendon because he will lead a lap. So that's actually going to close up the gap with the chase standpoint from Derek Pemberton and
Okay, so Derek,
Jesse,
do you need a black flag flag or not?
Derek
You
and
told me
Scott.
you
So
didn't. Now you're saying
that's
you
going
are.
to be big there. I also want to mention real fast.
Well, now I
that
do because now I was just now giving
Looking
a
right now.
black flag. I was giving it as I was pulling into pit road, and I didn't have it whenever you asked.
Tyler Justice, honestly, I'm looking. He's going to
I
have
got
to
you,
have
Joe.
a big week next week, even with his provisional he's going to get tonight. Currently 7th in points, and he's not very far ahead. Actually, Jesse's only 2 points behind Tyler Justice. So Jesse's going to jump Tyler at least in this one, unless something happens. Jesse crashes out here at the end, or right now finishes last. But I think Jesse's going to gain a couple spots on that. Derek's going to gain a couple spots on him. So I mean.
It's
Jeff
still trying
Newport's
to
another one that's still
make
in the
me.
running for this.
Yeah,
no,
it's still me gotta let the pace car by.
John Kelly is. Jason Gibbser, Brian Long also is eligible still. I mean, they're needing a little bit of help, but we're about to go back racing here at Dover on lap 40.
Unfortunately, I will be right back. I gotta use a quick.
Landon, what's my bumper look like?
go
My
ahead.
rear bumper?
Hershey's Milk and Milkshakes is pretty cool.
Looks like somebody beat it with a baseball bat.
Yeah, like I said, you blinked out and blinked back in, and there you were. Like,
So guys, every once in a while you'll see something pop up on the screen because I'm actually popping up my second monitor to make sure that I have everything up to where it needs to be so we can make sure the stream stays good. So that's why you were seeing it every once in a while there, but I think we're good to go now. I just fixed it. I had to bring up my live check because I actually did not have it up. So
The pace car is in.
Yep, it is.
pace car is in, and we are. What is John Kelly doing? Back
Can
to
we have a
racing
look at
here,
that? The
and
22
that
definitely
was
jumped
not
out.
smart by John Kelly, and he's getting bumped into. This is bad. The 88 is beating and banging. This is going to cause a big mix-up here. John Kelly should not have been up there. I'm just going to be honest. That was not smart by him staying up front. I don't know what he was doing, getting
He's
an
the
early
22
restart like
Whitman
that.
stop.
Should be a penalty. However, I can't give it to him because Hal's not in here. So once again, John Kelly gets ran into the backup, loses a lot of spots. He's already fallen back to
Can I have
12th
my
right now.
black light cleared, please?
And contact with the 42 and the 04. The 42 of Craig Learman gets to the side. Jesse Gaby's going to split both of them and go around. It looks like we got somebody smoking as well. Somebody blew up. I don't know who that is. Is that William Kruska? No, that is the 12 of Adam Meyer, I do believe. Has blown up. I don't know where he's blown up. He may have got the wall. Up front, Tyler Cox leading the way right here. Kyle Charpentier battling with his 32 of Joshua Banks. Dover Chet worked his way back up. By the way, he did take his fast repair. I think he's still got one more in that 97 car. He's actually in the 8th position right now, right in front of Kruska. Watching Joe right now out on the track. Craig Learman now trying to make a pass on Robert Land. Learman with a little bit of damage from getting into John Kelly.
Alright, I'm back.
And you just missed a weird thing. I wish you would have been here because you probably would have issued a penalty. John Kelly jumped to restart like super early and then just slammed on his brakes and it caused a big mix up and the 88 got into the back of him and all that.
Let me get a check on that one.
Yeah, you might need to check that because you might have to issue a penalty for that. That was, I don't know what he was thinking. Anyway, Scott McClendon looking underneath the 32 with Joshua Banks. This is a battle for the 4th position. McClendon's still there. Almost makes contact. The 003 of Kyle Charpentier gets into the back of Scott just a little bit. He's going to be looking to the inside, and Scott's just going to let him have it. So good move there by that 22 of McClendon to let Kyle Charpentier go. As the 32 kind of messed up the 22's line, I guess you could say, but Joshua Banks done a good job on holding his position. That's Dover racing for you. Got a battle back here for the 6th or 7th position. This is Joe Burchett battling the 34, Christopher Matthews. Here goes Burchett looking to the inside of that 34 car. At the exit of turn 4, Burchett almost gets loose into the wall, and he's going to be okay. He's going to keep going. Takes away that 3rd spot, or 7th spot from Matthews from MT Motorsports. By the way, the two teams are affiliated. However, Joe Burchett don't care if you're on his team or not. He's going to race you hard no matter what happens.
I don't fucking
88 of
understand either.
Kruska gets a little bit of the apron, and he's going to be okay. He's underneath the 34 as well. He takes that spot away. David Phillips also looking to take that spot away. And at number 19, SunTrust Chevrolet. I love that paint scheme, by the way. still underneath that 34 car through the exit of turn 2, and it looks like David Phillips will be moving up into the 9th position. Christopher Matthews really under attack here. Jesse Gavey now with a big run through turn 3 and 4. We'll see if his 78 Living Aquarium Ecotech Marine Ford Mustang can get up there, as he works through turn 1 and 2 with another good run through 1 and 2. Jesse's about the only one I'm really seeing it driving in that low, even entering low. He don't do it in 3 and 4, but he does do it on 1 and 2. Maybe that was just his line that last time by. We'll continue watching and see.
Yeah. Back to John Kelly. I did review his restart. It actually looked like he missed shift out of third, because it just sounded like he got stuck in third gear, and unfortunately held up the outside line.
You know, that may have been what it was. Who was this off the pace? Oh, John Kelly is off the pace. Yeah, he's looks like he may just be moving out of the way and letting the guys go. Yeah, that's something John Kelly never's done. That's why I was super surprised by it, to be honest, you know?
Yeah, he doesn't seem like the type of person who'd do that, or even the type of person who would make that kind of mistake.
Battle for the lead. Tyler Cox, Krasinski going at it door to door right now through turn 3 and 4.
If Justin Krasinski can carry that momentum, but Tyler's going to take it.
Ooh, Tyler actually gets a little bit of the wall there, but he is able to make the pass. He does got a little bit of damage on that right front nose. We'll see if that hurts him. He does still have both his fast repairs, so I think he'll be okay. This is our longest run of the night. Rubber starting to get laid down on this track. You could really start seeing it. Hal, have you noticed, did you ever find out what the humidity actually does?
Oh,
Because I don't know. I was sitting here thinking, because there's a little bit of shade entering turn 3, and I'm wondering if that's a little bit more grippier for these cars compared to turn 1 and 2. There's shade just entering turn 3. I'm wondering, right there's the shade, and I'm wondering if there's just a little bit more grip maybe entering 3 than what there is on the rest of the track. I mean, but I am curious on what the humidity does for people, so. A little bit further back.
Alright, so it seems to affect the power of the motor.
Really?
Yeah, so like cool and dry weather, the car is quicker, where hot and humid is where the car is a little bit slower.
That's weird.
It's a basic thing.
On the back stretch, it looks like he's going to be okay. He's still got a lot of damage in the front of that nose, or right side of that nose. He's got to keep it on his temps, because he does not need a bad night here. Because I'm going to be honest, the races do not get easier next week. We've had a tough schedule the last 4 weeks. I mean, it's been super tough. Next week we go to Canadian Tire, so that's going to be fun. Road racing around Canadian Tire, and these cars are going to be super fun. So we'll have to be sure to tune in to watch that. Joe Burchett looking to try to go in there and dominate that race, but I don't think that's going to be, I think that's easier said than done, because Tyler Justice coming back. Tyler Cox is making a run. Justin Krasinski, another good road driver. I mean, Mike Bruno's improved on his road skills as well. It's going to be good racing, I think. Even Derek Pemberton has done well in road, especially at Sonoma. So it's our second road race of the year, with only one more remaining on the schedule after next week, which is Watkins Glen, which is in the chase.
Sorry about that.
Everybody really spacing out right now. There's not really much going on. The biggest battle is up front for the lead still. Tyler Cox, Justin Krasinski. Justin looking to the inside of that 18 Monster Energy Ford Mustang. Has a nose out front is that 4 car. Tyler doing a real good job on holding the 4 down, trying to take that air off of the car and slow that momentum. And it looks like the 4 of Krasinski will get by that 18. Krasinski really good here, it looks like, on the long run. As this time by, it does, the faster lap does go to Krasinski between the top 2 guys. However, I'm going to tell you somebody that's fast, and that's sitting back in our 5th is Kyle Charpentier. He's actually a little bit faster than some of these guys in the top 5. Not quite as fast as the leader, but Christopher Matthews, another one right there, actually was faster than the leader last time by in that 34 car.
Go ahead, man.
We'll continue watching this battle throughout the afternoon. These guys have really done a good job. Mike Bruno really having a solid race. Caution flies.
Caution is out. Looks like into turns 3 and 4 I'm gonna go back and try to figure out what happened.
There's somebody smoking, it
It's
looks like,
ridiculous.
on the front stretch. I'm trying to see who it is.
John Kelly, off track. Flipped the car. Let me go back and try to figure out what actually happened here, because I was in the left suspension.
Decent run there,
When I
boys.
switched to him. Alright.
That was fun, Dustin.
Oh, that was awesome.
And I hate to say this, but I don't know if that's his second
I was
one.
lucky
Yeah,
buying
he
a
come
year
down on the
faster.
24.
Screw racing
And
this
the
early.
24 just hit him. And that's what flipped to 04.
Hey, Kyle,
Wow,
appreciate
he
you
took a
racing
ride.
there, bud.
Whoa, that was a tough hit.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Yeah, he took a fun ride right there. If I'm not mistaken, that is John Kelly's. Actually, that was
We're
just
only
his
lap
first one.
60 of 150, so.
Oh.
Alright.
I hope it's really not. If it, let me know if the stream keeps skipping like that. If it does, let me know, because I think I got an idea of why. The connection's been a little weird tonight. Let me know if it keeps doing it, because I just noticed it as well. So pit stops are going on right now.
Yeah, that is exactly what happened. John Kelly came down into him.
Yeah, let me know if
Unfortunate.
the stream keeps skipping. I got some drop frames. I believe I know what it is. I may actually have to fix it, so I might have to just stop the stream just for a second to lower it just a little bit. I don't know if I have to stop it or not, actually.
They're not just a lead lap or.
I may actually fix it, so, it should fix it, I believe.
Play in the back.
Sorry, having some technical problems tonight, man. I swear, Hal. I blame you for this. I ain't got
my
nobody to blame.
my one technical problem just happened to lead up to everybody else.
Yeah.
Every other time.
Mine was working perfect today. This is the second stream I broadcasted today. The second
Robert,
race.
you get caught speeding?
So, I blame you
Yep.
or somebody, because it was not this bad earlier.
Hold on a sec.
Looks like, who is our leader? Justin Krasinski will take the lead. Christopher Matthews stays out, led a lap. That's going to help MT Motorsports. Take a quick break, guys. We'll get back right here after a quick message.
And we're back. I had the stream muted.
You had the stream muted as well?
Yeah, because I had the damn replay going. I mean, the commercial.
That's always good. Yeah, actually, I made a mistake. I helped
There you go, 88.
Ramon with his broadcast the other day for recording purposes.
Yep.
Take me a little.
And I just realized that I had all my stuff set on max, and that's not good for OBS. You know that. You don't want to, like, you probably can do it, but I can't. But I had everything, like, maxed out on OBS, and I wasn't aware it's that high. So I think I just took care of the skipping
John,
that was
you're
on the screen, if
blinking everywhere,
anybody's seen it. Or at least I hope
Yeah,
it
John,
did.
you're blinking,
If
buddy.
not, I'm
Thank you.
sorry. Watching this 19 car right now. David Phillips work in front of Scott McClendon. Everybody's starting to get spaced out. I will say Joe Burchett has worked his way back up to 5th, currently working on Kyle Charpentier. I don't know why I keep saying that. It's kind of weird.
Justin Krasowski still sitting in first.
Scott, you kind of
He's got a pretty good gap between him and Tyler. Just let me make sure I'm live here. Alright.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, and that would be bad. Be bad. 0.3 of a second. Let's see if Tyler can catch back up to him. Mike Bruno in 3rd, Kyle Charpentier in 4th, Joe Burchett in 5th, Joshua Banks in 6th, David Phillips 7th, Scott McClendon in 8th, Landon Lacey in 9th, and Jesse Gavey in 10th. That'll be our top 10 right now.
Hey guys, it's a stream. Let me know if it's still skipping if y'all don't mind. Sorry, I'm messing with settings and stuff. So I think we're okay, but I notice my encoding says it's high for some reason. So I may actually have to restart the entire OBS program. Hopefully not, but if so, I will do it. I mean, you'll be able to see the full race anyway, no matter what happens. Even if I do have to restart it, because I'll have it all together on YouTube once it's up and running. 18 goes a little bit high there. That's going to open the door almost for Mike Bruno, who closed in the back in on Tyler Cox. Tyler's running a little bit higher line for some odd reason. I think he just overdrove the corner. Yeah, he's still running a higher line than all these guys in turn 3 and 4.
He seems to be entering on in the middle groove, and then coming in down before going back out to the outer lane.
Right
Watching
there,
him.
he actually ran it a little bit better than what he did last time.
So far, we've had 4 cautions, only 13 laps under cautions. 8 lead
not
changes too as well.
Yeah, that's not bad at all, considering 75 laps. That's definitely better than last week, as we are over halfway now. I mean, we still got half the race to go. Anything can happen, so, you know.
But this is, gotta admit, Adam, this race has been a hell of a lot better than the last week.
Way better. I will definitely agree with that. It's definitely way better last week.
I'm liking it a lot better, actually,
Yeah,
too.
Yeah, I think the race in general is better. And honestly, I thought Martinsville would be one of the best races we've actually had. But, you know, honestly, to be completely fair, it really wasn't. It was a complete and total crash fest. A lot of cars crashed out. We didn't have many races going on. We didn't have a long run at all. And I mean, so the racing has been way better here tonight. I think guys are currently understanding a little bit, because Dover's no easy track. I mean, this is a tough place. But I am enjoying seeing it, you know, that we actually are seeing some longer green flag runs. And that's what a lot of these guys need. You know, somebody like Jesse Gavey, for example, who does got a little bit of damage on his car, who hasn't, you know, had the greatest night. He is in the top 10, but he needs a good run. I mean, let's just be honest. He needs a solid run. And, you know, with all the crashes, you can't have that. To me, he is a long run top driver. Another one of that would be Scott McClendon. I think that, you know, to me, he's a good long track, you know, long run driver. And I think they really need that.
Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree there with that.
Derek Pemberton, by the way, up to 12th now. So right now, he's where he wants to be. If he could get a few more spots here, Scott McClennan's only up to 9th, and that would be big for him in the points if he's somehow able to finish ahead of Scott. I mean, he's going to have to finish ahead of him at least once in the next 2 weeks. And he can't finish far behind him because we go to Canadian Tire after this, and then we go to Atlanta. Atlanta's going to be fun. I think that's going to be one of the funnest races we've done. So, to the inside looks to 14 of Robert Land looking to take away that 12 spot from Pemberton. In turn 1 and 2.
What's that, Matt?
Almost contact. Almost. There goes.
Oh! That caution.
Sorry,
All right, man. Caution is out.
Now
Caution is
caution
out.
flies. We're going to have
14
to get a
hours
good
there.
look at this one because I don't know. Go for the far chase and see if the 14 came up or did the 81 go down.
Yeah.
Sorry, Robert, but I mean, I was there. I mean, I was trying to keep it up against the wall, but I mean, I
would ask
feel
if
like you
anybody
came up,
takes
but I also
blame
feel like I may
probably
have came down too.
for that. Then you can make your choice off of it because that's really close. Kind of looks like the 81 may have came down
I'll have
just a
to
little
watch the
bit.
replay. I feel like I gave you room, but maybe not. Either way,
One
I'm
more
not
look
mad,
at it
so
from-
whatever.
Let's hop in board, I guess, with Robert Land here.
Yeah. Step down.
If the wheel turned.
What is going on with this game? Is having a seizure. Let's take a look at this from another point of view here.
That's a tough call.
Let's take a look at this rear. What was that? Rear right? Rear right? Rear left? Oh, front left? Rear right.
Here they come down pit road, by the way, guys. While Hal looks at the replay of that and makes the right call, we'll
But Dame joined
be
in
watching
there.
the battle. As the cars are on pit road, they should be coming right at your screen right now. Should be coming into view anyway. The 97 is going to be the first one in the pit box here at the end. Then it will be 78. For Justin Krasinski, your leader, will be the first one in the box down here towards the end, though. Being pulling in. Definitely going to take 4 tires.
Penalty be issued to car number 14 of Robert Land for coming up into Derek Pemberton. It's really close to call, but I would have to say that Robert Land is still the cause. That is his first, so it'll be an EOL.
Yeah, I'll take
Really soft pit
81,
road.
didn't
Now, I'm gonna be
win the
honest. I
race.
think a lot of people wanted that in a way. Fresh
Probably
tires.
fine, man. I was
And to
kinda
be honest,
scared
that was
I
our
get it too,
third or
but-
fourth pit stop.
Hopefully
I
we can
think
keep racing, though.
we went actually about 30 laps on that set of tires, so I think that was getting ready to be green flag pit stops anyway. But either way, Justin Krasinski will win the race off pit road, but Mike Bruno will actually come out second. Tyler Cox, Joe Burchett, and then Kyle Charpentier, your top 5. Be right back after a quick break. Hey, Hal.
Yo, what's up?
What would cause encoding problems? Do you know?
Encoding?
Yeah. Pops up every once in a while. It says encoding's a little high.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That is something I'd have to actually research into.
No, honestly, dude, I'm thinking it's my internet where it's acting funny on iRacing. I think it's
The encoder itself? No, that would have to be something. You know what? I'm not. No, that's not gonna be with your internet. Your internet would be data transfer or data transmission. The encoder is something that occurs. I want to say either GPU side or CPU side. I think.
Weird.
I'd have to look that up. I know the NVEC encoder, I think it is
I think we're 5 laps short, actually.
NVIDIA based, and it's actually built into the CPU. I'm sorry, the GPU. The X256 or whatever.
I don't really want to go 60 laps
I want to say it's CPU, but I'm not quite sure.
Alright,
Do like 30 laps.
Yeah. It's usually, if you're recording to upload it into YouTube later on, I think it's better if you have a NVIDIA GPU. I think it's better to use the NVEC encoder. The other one can actually slow down your computer if it's not fast enough, or if you don't have a hard drive that can keep up with it.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, it worked fine earlier, and all of a sudden it just stopped working, so I don't know. Back in funny. Alright, we're coming back. We're back here at Dover International Speedway. Justin Krasinski, Mike Bruno on that run number 1. Guys, for the people that's skipping a little bit, I do apologize. I can't fix it at the moment, and I'm having a little bit of trouble on my end as well, so I think that's what it is. But anyway, we're back to green flag. Krasinski with another good start.
Green flag.
That's going to open the door for that 99 to come down and fall in line behind that 4 car. Keep your eyes open back here through the field. This is where things can get a little bit crazy. Usually where we see a lot of the wrecks happen.
Oh, Mike Bruno looking on the inside. He's going to let up a little bit, though. I thought he was really going to go hard for that and try to take the position from Justin Krasinski, but I guess he didn't have the confidence to take it yet. Either that or maybe he's testing it out.
That's
We'll see.
possibility to see
Al, check
where,
2216.
Yeah, I'm looking at him right now.
You know, where they make a mistake or something.
'81 almost got into the back end of 22. And 22's falling back after some, seems like he had some hardware, internet difficulties.
You know, that helps with Derek Pemberton, by the way.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Jumped him.
Yeah. That's the one thing about sim racing. You're not going to have, like, really any hard, like, technical difficulties unless, like, it's computer related or internet related. So, like, you're not going to have, like, brake pads go or anything like that. You know, like, a hub actually burned out for one of the drivers in the real NIS, not NIS, but the real Monster Energy Cup today. You're not going to have that kind of thing happen here in sim racing. It's not cool, though, when your internet does give out on you. 22 still lagging a little bit. So is the 17 of Jeff Newport. I'm gonna have to watch these guys.
Yeah, I've just seen that as well. Jesse Gaby looking to the high side of William Kruska. This is a battle for the 8th position.
Doing a hell of a job, Justin.
What happened?
Said you're doing a great job, man. You're friggin' tough to catch.
Thank you, I appreciate it. A lot of people down here.
Listen to these guys up here. Really good sporting code between them two. Justin Gonzalez is opened up a pretty big lap between him and Mike Bruno. Tyler Cox is probably going to look to get around Mike so he can hopefully catch up to him at some point. When it's hard, he's running out of time here.
Yeah, that is for sure. We only got 93 of 150 laps are here. We got 96 remaining. 90 or 78 almost gets into the back of the 88, but he let off just enough so he wasn't
I didn't touch you,
up
did I?
in front of these guys. Joe Burchett still battling right now with this now the 88 of Kruska. He takes the pass on the 32 of Joshua Banks.
To my pit crew. It's to my pit crew.
You lost me on that one, man.
I don't know. I think the Fireball whiskey setting in just a tad. Trying to loosen up. Been a little silent in the last few broadcasts.
Yeah, sorry, but, yeah, I've been a little silent myself. Actually, I just I had to actually stop the broadcast again, fix something. And I think I just figured out what it is. There's actually an update on
Another
OBS.
caution is out. Let's see who caused this one.
That was just getting fun.
Brian Long is turned on the backstretch, and somebody else is with him.
Checking up.
As we watch the 08 car.
Checking up attitude.
Oh, the 06 may have actually had to help in that one. Curtis Martin. I'm not quite sure if that's who it was.
42 and I got together. I don't exactly know what happened.
Either the 42 came down or the 06 went up.
I'll tell you right now, I'm in the back.
42 looks like he may have came down.
The 06 got into the back of
Greg Lehrman.
I don't know. That was a tough one.
I think it's a little tough as well. But we'll take out a teammate of the 06. I know that. Curtis Martin now down and away. Joe Chet takes the lead here late. And to be honest, that's a weird call for Burchett. I actually thought he would pit. These guys haven't pitted in about 10 laps. Unless Burchett pits here, but him and Kruska both stayed out. So we'll see if, and actually Jesse Gavey also stayed out, so we'll see if that was strategy call or what it was.
Penalty be awarded to the car number 42 of Craig Lerman, not having enough room when coming down into the lower lane. An EOL will be given.
Yeah, that's what I seen as well. It looked like he just came down. It wasn't quite clear of the 06.
Yeah, he just didn't have enough room. I mean, sometimes it's tough to gauge these distances with, you know, these simulators.
Honest, it's not going to hurt him. He's at the back anyway. I mean, he's 16th right now. He's not going to lose much, spots. Burchett now comes down pit road. I actually thought that he would come down earlier, but he's actually coming down now. I'm trying to understand why he's coming down like he is. He's done this twice now. Coming down late. Last time he came down, he actually got mixed up in a little bit of trouble, and it caused a caution. So I'm not quite sure why the 97 is coming down.
So
I'm sure there's a reason, but Joe always has a reason.
So I'm just gonna.
Dawson Cook came down as well.
Yeah, I'm just gonna bring this up now. The number 88, William Kruska, is actually sitting in first behind the pace car. It'll be his first lap lead of the race.
It will.
How did he get there?
He stayed out.
Oh, all right, and everyone else pitted in. Okay.
Everybody else be a pit. He does got about 10 laps, or his tires are about 15 laps old. I think it's going to be tough for him to make it work.
Maybe maybe he did it just to grab some points.
That's a possibility. I mean, it helps his team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
And not only that, the 4 of Krasinski is his teammate. So, just saying, he may let the 4 go pretty much here easily.
Now, just to bring something up that you're doing new this race and fourth on, you're actually going to be awarding extra points to drivers who drive safely.
Drivers that get 0x will receive an extra bonus point.
I believe that's a really good incentive, especially.
I don't know how many drivers there are out there now with
you're fine.
Maybe the 4.
Just,
Tyler Cox, I think, has damage. I think the 99 has had damage. I don't know how many drivers Kyle Sharpenter may be okay. We'll see in that. The 88 may be okay. So, I mean, there's a couple drivers out there that may have 0x. I'm not quite sure about that yet. But yeah, there was also supposed to be implemented. I meant to put it in an X limit. We didn't bring it in. I actually forgot to add it for this race. We was going to have 17X limit, and we didn't bring it in for this race. We won't bring it in for road courses, so it won't be next week. But the week after that for Atlanta, we're definitely going to have it. So, and for people that's watching the stream, I think the stream's actually fixed now. I haven't seen that encoding thing pop up. I'm probably wrong, but we'll see.
I'm actually getting resolution issues. I'm going to have to go in and check my resolution. 1980 by 1080 is not the correct resolution.
What's your resolution you usually stream
All right,
at?
man.
1280 by 720.
1920 by 1080.
Okay, we're green flag.
Green flag, green flag.
The 88 actually I thought would get a lot of wheel spin there, but he did not. We actually got a little space out up front now.
Sorry, Tyler,
Contact
damn.
between the 18 and 99, Tyler Cox. They're going to be okay. It looks like Cox is able just to slide in front of the 99 of Mike Bruno. That was a dangerous pass, but Cox able to get that done. We continue on here with 50 laps remaining. Actually, I'll take that back. Make that 49 laps remaining. William Kruska holding on to that lead. We'll see how long he holds on to it for. The 18 may use this to his advantage. No, here comes the 4. Justin Krasinski looking to the inside. Oh, 88 slide up into the wall. He is able to stay on the wall. However, he will lose at least 2 spots. Make that 3 spots. Kruska falling back here early. Oh, contact between the 003 and 19. 19 of David Phillips scrapes the wall.
Really, dude?
To me, it looked like a 19 may have came down just a little bit too far.
I was on your inside
when
there.
he was trying to turn in.
Maybe
I'm not quite
looking
sure if
in
that's what it was. I don't know if he actually got the wall or not. He got a little bit of damage. I don't know if he actually hit it or not. 19 now into almost scrapes the wall again. The 14 of Robert Land starting to work his way back up through the field. This is a big group right here. Joe Burchett has to be careful.
Let's take a look at this battle with Jason Gibbser, Robert Land, Joe Burchett.
Just to let people know, if our top 5 in points has a good finish here tonight, they will lock their way into the chase. That's Mike Bruno, Joe Burchett, Kyle Charpentier, Tyler Cox, and Dawson Cook. They can lock their way into the chase here tonight. So we'll see if they do or not.
Was that enough room for you, buddy?
I'm pretty sure Mike Bruno's going to be safe. I'm pretty sure Tyler Cox is going to be safe. Joe Burchett could be safe, depending on if he keeps running where he's at. I think, honestly, even if he finishes where he's at now, I think he'll be okay. That's 12. As caution comes out, it looks like Jesse Gavey.
Yeah, race control.
Oh, no. Once again.
Yo, I kind of drove it in just a little bit too hard.
What happened here?
Nah, that's bullshit, dude.
Oh, the 32, Joshua Banks straight dumps the 78.
Oh, you go, man.
Pure accident, man. I'm really sorry.
Got right into the back end of the 78 and sent him around. That is the 32 of Joshua Banks. Not sure what happened there. Maybe Jesse just, maybe the 32 didn't expect Jesse to lift that much, but yeah.
That's all I'm going to say.
Definitely got into him. That's pretty big. That was actually for 6th place. Jesse was running really well at the time, so not sure what happened.
So was Joshua Banks as well. Because of that caution is car number 32, Joshua Banks, and EOL will be awarded for the penalty.
That's fine. I'll take it.
As we do have pit stops now undergoing.
Well, I think
looks like we got a couple people staying out.
Left of the cone there.
I believe that's Krasinski staying out. Mike Bruno staying out.
Did you pass me?
Tyler Cox actually pitted. I think it's a smart move for that 18 to come up pit road.
There you go.
43 laps to go.
I like the fact how House is that driver has been
22
awarded.
is down and away.
I don't necessarily
count
count
how
that as an
22 got
award.
out so quick. Joe Burchett pulling in his box. His car is dirty. This track is really dirty. I was surprised it's that dirty. Race off pit road. Tyler Cox, Kyle Charpentier, William Kruska, Joshua Banks, who will get an EOL, David Phillips, Chris Matthews, Robert Land, Derek Pemberton, and Joe is still sitting there. I think he's letting some of these guys just go around him. And we'll be going back here soon.
Anyone know why I have to let everybody by? I don't have an EOL or nothing.
Oh wait, coming back down pit road. 22 coming up pit road and the 64 also making a stop on pit road.
Go in there, Jason.
Not sure, man. You had it cleared, right?
I know this is completely opposite what I'm about to say, but you ever get notification on Facebook
something happens to your car, like either you leave pit road,
it seems like they always
like
happen, even after you leave the page and all that, somehow I still get notifications, I don't know why.
Even though you don't have to serve the flag. Some stupid glitch or something
Anyway,
like that,
guys, this race is sponsored by the Living Aquarium. Go check them out, livingaquarium.net for anybody that's up in Canada. I think they also ship, by the way, now. Anybody looking to get into saltwater tanks, they make acrylic fish tanks and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I think you can actually buy fish now as well, they'll ship them. I would have to double check on that, but go check them out. Also, go check out swampdust.com for anybody out there looking for type of seasoning. Pretty cool. I'm anxious to try that myself. I still haven't tried it yet. Very anxious to try it. Really cheap prices, and it should be very cool as well to try. So, Living Aquarium, swampdust.com. Make sure y'all go check them out. It was announced that they're both, I believe, coming on next year, and they're going to be sponsoring this series full-time again. Living Aquarium will be the second season. Swamp Dust coming on for an entitlement sponsor as well. It's going to be the Living Aquarium CFR Championship presented by Swamp Dust. That's pretty cool. It's awesome to have him on board as pace slots are off on the pace car. We got 40 laps to go when we take the green flag. Told you this race would not last long. We've actually just been green for, I don't know, a little over an hour. Not actually right at an hour, I believe. So, not much longer left in this race as the laps will tick down next week. By the way, for guys don't want to know, we actually did raise the laps up on Canadian Tire by like 4 or 5 laps. It was actually a really short race. I think we raced it like 47 laps instead of 43 or something like that. So we raised them up just a little bit.
Probably is, but I'm saying usually
keep your eye on this 19 car as well. It looks like he's got a little bit of damage. We'll see if that affects him. How about Derek Pemberton with a pretty good run here tonight, currently sitting in 8th place. He's looking at a good finish. If something happens up front, he's going to be right there and has a chance at possibly walking out here with his career best finish. We'll see if he's able to do that in that number 81 car as the pace car now drops in. We're about to go back green flag racing, and the green flag is out. Justin Krasinski with another solid jump on that 99 and Mike Bruno.
Green flag, green flag.
And that's going to space these guys out. And by the way, Tyler Cox actually back to 14th. Not sure what happened. He may be trying something. We'll see what he does here. He may have spent time. And somebody's going around. Scott McClendon hard into the wall. That should bring out a caution as he is turned backwards on the track. He's going to try to spin it around. And it looks like he's going to get going back again. That would not bring out a caution. Scott McClendon, big trouble here early. No caution will fly. As Tyler Cox 3 wide in turn 1 and 2, almost contact there with the 97 and 64. AC Motorsports driver Tyler Cox splits both the Wolfpack drivers and heads for the front as he does take over 12th position with that pass. Dawson Cook's got to be real careful. He is currently a lap down, so you got to be careful on who you're racing for the time being. I can't believe a caution did not come out for that. That's very surprising. Mike Bruno slowly starting to run down Justin Krasinski. Keep your eye on that 003. Kyle Charpentier has yet to win a race this season. I don't even know if he's actually locked into the All-Star race for sure, to be honest. Trying to see if I can figure it out real fast. Kyle Charpentier, he does have a pole, so he is locked into the main All-Star race. The only driver is not locked into the All-Star race in the top 5 is Dawson Cook in points. So Dawson is probably going to have to possibly race his way in. However, he's really good at Canadian Tire as well, so he may be able to get it done there. Still watching the battle for this second position right now. Mike Bruno and Kyle Charpentier. Here goes Kyle Charpentier. Took a peek to the inside, a little bit of a bump, and 99 saves it.
Nice save by the 003.
Off the gas into the brake.
Mike Bruno's losing positions big time after that.
What that was the same thing that happened between between Jesse Gavey and the 32. It was almost identical.
Yeah, absolutely.
It looked like the 99. Now I'm wondering if the 78 may have just let off the gas a little bit too soon to let it ease through, and that's what the 99 may have did. Or that's what I'm guessing anyway. Anyway, here comes the 34 at the exit. looking above Mike Bruno, his teammate. I don't think he's going to be able to get there yet. Tyler Cox currently working in the 9th position, running behind Derek Pemberton, who is up to 8th. Jesse Gavey exiting pit road. And I'm going to be honest, Jesse's going to be really disappointed with tonight's finish. It's really going to hurt him tonight. 81 of Derek Pemberton looking underneath the 34 of Christopher Matthews. This is a battle.
Ooh, 34 into the wall. Or is that the 41?
It was the 34. He's actually losing a lot of spots now. He has just got passed by. He's back to 11.
I'm going to give you the bottom in 3.
Derek Pemberton and Tyler Cox is working their way up through the field. Tyler's looking underneath Derek. I expect Derek just to let Tyler go. That is a teammate. He will move up the track and let him go.
Didn't you just say Tyler Cox was back in 14th during the restart?
He was back in 14th during that restart.
I believe he actually got caught under some kind of bug or something, because I do recall him asking about a black flag that he somehow got and had it cleared, but I think it was still telling him to let cars by.
I bet he got caught for passing under yellow.
No problem, Joe.
It's possible.
That was, that is the second time I've heard of that penalty this week. I'm wondering if it's a bug that happened on iRacing. Somebody else this week said the same thing in a different track that I was broadcasting out.
They had the penalty cleared and then
and they
still had to.
Oh,
yeah, man.
I think there's a bug with iRacing with that. Anyway, the 18 of Tyler Cox now looking underneath Mike Bruno. This is the battle for the 6th position. Side by side, Mike Bruno almost gets into the wall. Still side by side going into 1. Tyler Cox should be able to take that position away, and he will.
Let's see if Mike Bruno falls down now behind him. He's got to keep that draft in, or otherwise he's going to fall back further.
Oh, I seen the 88 side by side right here with the 19. That is a battle for 3rd. Now, one thing that's impressive is all 3 guys. Well, I best say all 3 guys running IRA, but no, they don't. McClendon right there about to go a lap down. Oh, we got a battle up here for the lead, I think. Yeah, the 003 of Kyle Charpentier has caught the back end of this number 4 of Justin Krasinski.
Go low.
29 laps remain. I don't know if they're going to have to pit, though. With 45% fuel, I don't know if they're still going to have to pit. I don't think so. I think it's going to be right on the edge before them guys, so we'll see.
Well, we got less than a quarter of a race left. Only 28 laps to go.
28 laps remain here in this race. Last time by, Justin Krasinski was just a hair bit faster than Kyle Charpentier. This time it will be, wait and see. Kyle Charpentier was just a little bit faster, not much. I really don't want to caution because I think it's got a good potential to be a great race here at the end. I know, Tyler Cox, I'm sure, wants a caution. And I don't know what happened to Derek Pemberton, by the way. I think he got the wall. Yeah, his front end's been up a little bit. He's actually lost a couple spots now, back to 10th place, as he works right in front of his teammate Jesse Gavey, who is a lap down. I'm not sure what happened to Jesse. I mean, maybe, and it looks like Derek's going to slide up the track and just let him go. So good driving so far. Still a battle up front right now. This is really close, about a 10th difference. As you can see, that 0-3 on the back bumper of that 4 at the exit of turn number 4. Looking to the inside. No, he's going to stay behind me.
Appreciate that, Scott.
Last time by, it was just about even. 24.043 for Krasinski. 24.059 for Charpentier. So very close race up for the lead. Pretty much everybody else is not really that close as far as position-wise. Dawson Cook possibly right here. Yes, he's going to be taking over the 15th spot from Scott McClendon. So if a caution does come out, that was a big change on track. That would actually give Dawson the lucky dog. So that was a big change out on track just now. Watching right now, the Tyler Cox trying to run down Robert Landon, have a top 5. Robert Landon rebounded really nice here. By the way, guys, we will be giving away the scroll of the race. That's going to be a tough one to give. David Phillips, I think, he's got to be in the running if he's able to finish there. He started 14th up to 4th and had a little bit of issues here tonight as well. But here we go. Kyle Charpentier looking to no, he thinks better of it once again. I think he's actually trying to get close enough to him to take some air off the back of that 4 car or make him overdrive the corner. But we'll see. It was last time. It was Charpentier faster, so I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Sorry, Dawson,
As
holding
the
up.
for Justin Krasinski, who does get better on
all
long
good, dude.
runs. So we'll see if he's able to do that and if Kyle can keep up.
I just need a caution.
As Kyle Charpentier looks to the inside,
He's not going to be able to get it from him.
not just yet. That may be why he's actually trying to stay on his bumper, trying to make that 4 over drive. He knows he can't pass him with the 4 out front like that.
Yeah, if he keeps hugging up to that, up to his spoiler there, he's going to take the draft off that spoiler. Absolutely
Almost like he
right.
did there. I do want to say these guys keep battling. This is going to allow that 88 to catch right up. He's actually starting to gain a little bit here. Previous time it was William Kruska fastest out of the top 5. So 0.2 faster than both of our leaders last time by. Once again, here comes the 88 or the 003 Kyle Charpentier. Been so close this year, unable to get a win yet. 19 laps remaining here at Dover. I'm about to say Darlington again.
Did you say you're putting in right here?
Yeah, I'm coming right here. I'm out.
Here we are with some green flag pits.
We got green flag pit stops.
We do.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, here comes the 4. Krasinski, the leader, coming up pit road. Got to be careful. The 4 almost spun it on pit road. I don't know if he got caught speeding or not. That was close. He locked him up right at the end. It's really close if he got caught. This is a tough one. Who was it?
It's really tough. Mike Bruno, 99.
Oh, okay. Mike Bruno on pit road as well. Yeah, this pit road's really tough. It's really slow. I think the pit road speed here is only 35, by the way.
So now we got Kyle Charpentier sitting in first.
Yeah, he's still staying out right now. If he catches a caution, he's going to be good. Like, I mean, this is only a mile track. It's a possibility Krasinski could go 2 laps down. Okay, he's down and away now, so I don't think he's going to go quite 2 laps down, but he's going to be real close.
Pit this time by 06 this time by.
But we'll keep an eye on it. If a caution does come out, though, Joe Burchett also on pit road. We are having green flag pit stops going underway right now. This is really going to change a lot of stuff. This may actually help Justin Krasinski out on track if all this cycles through. We'll see if it does, though.
Curtis Martin now in the pits.
Curtis Martin at 06 comes in. Just sliding into his pit box. Right now, still watching our leader to see if he comes to pit road. I thought I heard him slowing up there just a little bit entering turn 3.
06.
No, not this time. He's not.
You can see his tires are starting to heat up, unless he's trying to save them with a previous time of 24.594.
Yeah, they're slow. Compared to his fastest laps, he's about second off his fastest lap right now. Now, if he's just trying to save, he's got a chance to finish this. Now, unless he's low on gas, I mean, which I don't know, he may try to run this all the way out. And, I mean, I'm not saying it's not possible. I can't remember if he pitted in that last caution that we had. If he did, he can go a little bit further than some of these guys.
If he's got the fuel, I mean, he could try to drag those tires all the way out into the end.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely losing time. I mean, Kruska's also another one. He's backed off a lot himself. I mean, he was faster last time by than Kyle Charpentier, but Charpentier is staying out. I think if you stay out this long, you've done major damage. You've got to stay out until the very last second.
900 miles an hour behind.
I mean, if not, I think somebody else is pitting, by the way. It looks like David Phillips, and that 19 car's coming on pit road. Now, Krasinski, I was seeing where he's at. Okay, right now showing in the 13th position.
Tyler Cox has made it back up to 5th position now.
That's another one. Remember, he pitted on that last caution, and a lot of other people stayed out. Krasinski stayed out.
He didn't have to pull
but
right down in
I was
front
surprised
of me.
because Joe Burchett actually pitted, and him and Tyler Cox pitted at the same time, I thought. So I'm surprised Joe didn't stay out. Joe's actually being shown 2 laps down right now.
Not bad. It's all good.
Who is about to pass the leader of Charpentier. There he goes. Along with the 99 of Mike Bruno will pass the 03. Fresh tires, and that's what they look like.
Oh, I wonder what happened to Tyler there. He fell back a little bit. Joshua Banks, Dawson Cook, and Curtis taking him.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of damage.
I wonder if he is going to be coming to the pits.
I'm not sure what happened. He's actually got a little
Coming
bit
down
unless
pit
he's
road.
saving. He may be saving gas.
Yeah, maybe.
He got a little bit of damage on that nose, but I thought that was been there. Yeah, he may be actually saving gas. He actually just went back up to third. I think Kyle Charpentier may be trying to stay out here the rest of the way.
Oh, we only got 9 laps left
8 coming to 8
in
to
this
go.
race. Yeah, 8 to go this time by, yeah.
I got a feeling that but I don't see him. I mean, now, yeah, I think he's saving. 25 seconds was his last lap. 25.5. I think he's saving gas right now. I'm trying to watch his speed to see if he actually shuts the car off, but I can't tell if he's shutting it off or not. We'll hop on board. It sounds to me like he's shutting it off. Actually, you know what? I'm going to hop on board. We're just going to pop up the driver drop-down menu. Watch the RPMs to see if he shuts it off in the corner. Yeah, he shuts the car completely off. In the corner.
Oh, yeah, he shut it off completely.
Yeah, he shut it completely off. That's amazing, man.
That's a good tactic. Try to drag it off to the end.
If a caution comes out within the next, 3 or 4 laps, so say it happens for 3 laps from now, the race is over.
Yeah, if it happens in the next 2 or 3 laps,
yeah,
positions will be frozen. That'll be it.
Yeah. I mean, you can see him. He's letting everybody go. He's trying to stay out and shutting the car off. So this would be absolutely amazing if somehow he makes this work.
Yeah, I mean,
Derek
if he
Pemberton
did.
right now. Look at Derek sitting in 4th place right now. He is. Oh, he went up high. I thought he was out right there. If a caution comes out from right now on, the race would be over. 5 laps to go.
Solid, thank you.
I don't know. I think it's going to be tough, to be
Kyle
honest.
Charpentier still out. The previous lap of 25.990.
I think
definitely
it's tough.
getting slower and slower. He's really trying to hang on to those tires.
I just want to say he's got a 2-second lead over Christopher Matthews in that 34 car. I think Christopher Matthews is also saving. Then it's Tyler Cox and Derek Pemberton. So I don't know, man. I really don't know. We're going to see. We got 3 AC Motorsports cars in the top 5 that could be all on fumes right now.
Yeah, you'd be happy about that, wouldn't you?
I would love that, but I don't know if it's possible, man. I think he's going to run out. I really don't know if it's going to happen or not. Hitting the 06 about to go around. But he's going to have to get on it. That's the thing, though. Christopher Matthews is 1.6 seconds behind this 03, and that's actually closing a little bit. He's thought he was out right there. He can see Christopher Matthews in his mirror if he looks behind him. There's a car separating. Now, Derek Pemberton right here is 5th now. He's about to go a lap down to Derek may be out of gas. No, he's moving for Kyle. He's not out of gas. He's just moving for the leader. 2 laps to go.
Well, let's see if Tyler Cox can make it to the end. He's definitely turning off that motor. Coming around, dropping down to 122, 120, 116.
For Kyle Charpentier. Can he make it one more lap here at Dover? One mile.
All right, here we go.
Oh, man. This is going to be close.
Kyle Charpentier
goes around him. If he makes this, man. I still hear his engine running. He's not out yet. I think Christopher Matthews may have ran out. Christopher Matthews out of gas. Kyle Charpentier, I think, is out of gas. He's going to win at Dover.
Wow, Sharp, that was impressive.
Woo!
Kyle Charpentier wins at Dover. Possibly no fuel in the motor.
Yeah, 34 is also out of gas. But he's going to coast
in and finish for second.
Oh my God.
Tyler Cox trying to make it.
Tyler Cox
Great win, Kyle.
pushing it all the way around.
Really deserved.
He did not turn off the motor for this coming out of turn 4.
Thank you.
Going across the finish, Zinn comes in 3rd.
Yep.
Wow.
Good one.
Justin Krasinski.
The only person that did not make it was Derek Pemberton, by the way, that did not make it back to the line. Will finish 16th. Yeah, that's disappointing. That was a good gamble,
I don't know
though.
what happened there, 81.
I mean,
That was a good. There was a lot. Who's that still coasting down the line?
Craig
Yeah,
Learman,
41, man. I was trying
yeah, Claire, I think it was Craig Learman. Anyway, we're going to get an interview with Kyle Charpentier,
Anybody want to push me out too?
our winner here tonight.
34 of Christopher Matthews, literally sitting on the line.
User was moved to your
Kyle, you
channel.
got a copy?
Yeah, 41. I was trying to block you
Yes,
there
I
because I
do.
was out of gas.
Well, how much gas did you save there within the last 10 laps?
I was turning it off all throughout the corner for
We
the
s-
last like 10 laps.
We seen that you was cutting it off a little bit. How much did you actually have left in the tank there, when you was coming out of 4?
Well, I just ran out now, so.
Now that goes to show you. A good win here tonight. What was the biggest challenge that you faced here?
The track itself. This is actually my very first race on this track, so learning how to race here is definitely a huge challenge.
Your first win of the season. This is definitely going to help you in the points. That's going to lock you into the chase on now since the points are almost set. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
I would like to give a shout out to Living Aquarium for sponsoring this league and for you to broadcast and host this league as well.
Well, good job, man. Good win. That was very exciting to watch, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Good job, man. Take care.
User was moved
All right,
out
we'll
of
bring
your
in
channel.
Christopher Matthews, who finishes somehow in second.
User was moved
Hey,
to
Christopher,
your
you got a
channel.
copy?
10-4 got a copy.
Well, we seen you run out of gas. What was your final thoughts when you noticed your car started running out?
I knew I had a couple. I knew I had good length on whoever was third or fourth. 'Cause I think everybody but me and Kyle took the pits. So I was hoping I could catch him and try to get the win. But I'm happy for a second place. It's been a rough run for me as of late.
Yeah, we seen that you actually lost a couple spots. You lost 3 spots last week. This is going to help you. What was your biggest challenge here tonight? We talked to Kyle. He actually said the track was probably his biggest challenge. What was your biggest one?
Honestly, it was just avoiding all the wrecks. There was a couple of rivalries being formed here tonight, and I think I was the car directly behind each one of them.
Well, good finish, man. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
Definitely have to shout out my teammates. They definitely helped. We gave each other room, stuff like that. Friends, family, you guys are putting on the show. Everybody's thankful today.
Well, good run here tonight, man. Congratulations once again. That was fun to watch.
User was moved
All right,
out
we'll
of your
bring
channel.
in Tyler Cox, who brings it home in third place.
User was
Hey,
moved to
Tyler,
your
you got a
channel.
copy?
I do.
Man, talk us through them last couple laps there. We know that you stayed out as well. Talk us through them last couple laps.
I'm out of fuel. Wow. This honestly feels like a win, even though I got third place. It was a rough day. I had a black flag cleared because I got passing under yellow on the final caution, and it's some reason it didn't clear it and it dropped me to the end. So I battled my way back up through, and yeah.
He was actually talking about that in a broadcast, and that is the second time I've seen that this week. Somebody get a black flag cleared for passing under yellow, and for some reason they still have the black flag. No idea why. Anyway, your teammate, Kyle Charpentier, wins. You finish in third. Got to be good for you in the points. I believe that's going to lock you into the chase with tonight's third place finish. So what is it from here on out? Are you just going to be trying to experiment a little bit? I know the tracks are a little bit different. We do go to a road course next week. Or are you just going to go out there? You have nothing to lose now for the most part. So what's your plan going into next week?
Win every race that I can, and tonight's race was interesting. I mentioned to Kyle with like 10 to go that we were going to run out of fuel, and he goes, no, I'm a lap to the good, and then half a lap later he goes, yeah, scratch that. So I just started shutting the thing off, and I was going 45 miles an hour through turn 3, coming with 2 to go, and I almost got ran over by, I can't remember who it was. I think it was Scott McClendon almost run me over because I was going so slow, and Justin almost caught me, and I had point 0.1 left to go, and I took the final lap, and I was like, well, screw it, I'll just coast around. And I was happy with third, so
Anybody want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to my mom and dad for supporting me with my iRacing thing. I'd like to give a shout out to Living Aquarium, Swamp Dust, Alex Moore, all my friends that watch the stream. It means a lot, and you guys for broadcasting, and my teammates Jesse and Derek and Kyle. Just really proud, and hopefully can pick up the championship at the end of this year.
Good job, man. We'll talk to you next week at Living Aquarium 150 at Canadian Tire.
Alrighty.
All right, man. Thank you.
It's been that kind of
night.
Hal, scroll of the race. Who gets it?
You know something? I've been looking at this, and I just happened to notice that Craig Lerman started in 24th position. And finished the race in 5th.
He did. That was actually his highest finish of the year.
So, I do believe we have found our squirrel of the race.
There you go. Hal Stevens, Squirrel of the Race Award. Hal, thoughts on the race in general?
This is exciting. I am really happy about this race tonight. How it went down. Granted, there was, let's see.
Only 7 cautions.
Yeah, only 7 cautions, 24 laps on the cautions with 150 laps. 12 lead changes. I mean, it was a lot of competition. And it was definitely a really exciting race. My thoughts are really positive.
This is how I thought the Martinsville was going to go. I thought the Martinsville race was going to go like this. Real fast, I'm just going to bring him in for the heck of it because he never gets an interview, so let's get him in. Derek Pemberton, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
All right, so I know you ran out of gas there at the end, and you was looking at I wasn't going to interview you because I didn't know how upset you was, but you was looking at your best finish of the season. Now, I don't know what points are. I don't even want to bring them up. Scott McClendon does finish in 11th. However, with Tyler Justice not being in here tonight, it's going to help you. Next week, we go to Canadian Tire. You got a chance to possibly lock your way in next week. It's going to be real close, depending on how you finish. What do you got to do to make that happen?
Kind of do what I did tonight, really. Just try to stay out of trouble. I mean, last time when we were at Canadian Tire, I felt like I did fairly decent at being able to hold my own. So I'm hoping we can kind of do that again this year. And I just really got to thank the way Landon helped me tonight, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have been able to stay calm and be able to put myself in the position, though. To put myself in this position to where I could potentially lock myself in if everything goes right for next week.
You've done a really good job. I know you're pretty good at Atlanta, so I know you're looking forward to that track. But tonight, honestly, I mean, 16th, I know you're not happy finishing 16th, and who would be? But you was shown that you almost made it. You fell just 1 lap short on gasoline. Is there anybody else you want to give a shout-out to real quick?
I really just got to thank the AC guys. I mean, I really couldn't have finished 7th if it wasn't for them for helping me a little bit here and there, and just – I was just proud of the way that I was able to run and keep coming. Like I said, I want to thank Landon, especially for keeping me calm throughout the race. Yeah.
You know what? I was wrong. I'm sorry. I thought that you finished 16th.
No,
never mind. I think you may have a potential of locking yourself in. I don't know. I don't want to say it. That was close.
Yeah, I'm gonna say don't confuse me on that now.
I got confused. Yeah. But yeah, man, good run.
And I just got to thank Gibser for understanding, Jason Gibser there in the 41. I got to thank him for at least understanding, right there at the end. I mean, I was going to block him. I wanted 6th. I wanted 6th so bad. And, I mean, after everything was done and over, I just apologized to him and said, I hope you understand that. I mean, I ran out, come out of 4. I saw you. I wanted 6th. But, I mean, he understood. So, I got to thank you guys for running the league. And, once again, I just got to say thanks to the AC guys for helping me out this season.
Good job, man. We'll talk to you here soon.
And good job, man.
Yeah.
User was moved out of
sorry,
your channel.
Anyway,
get the hell out.
I just straight up moved him. Real fast, you've got to be impressed with him finishing 7th, though. Honestly, I mean, I think that is his highest finish of the season.
Yeah, it is.
I actually thought he was 16th. Anyway, guys, that's going to wrap
bizarre.
it up for tonight. How you got anything else to say?
No. Please stay tuned. Return next week. It's only going to get better.
Thanks for watching, guys. I hope my screen wasn't black, by the way. Anyway, we'll be back here soon.
Take care.
I hope my screen wasn't black there at the end.